Hello, my friends. Oh, you know what? I don't think I turned my microphone on. Hold on a second. Hold on. There we go. That should be it. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. Hopefully you can hear me now. I think you can. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to talk once again about beauty rules because last week we had so much fun and there's so many beauty rules. Like last week we did a lot of skincare. This week I think we're going to do more makeup related beauty rules. I also want to touch on makeup rules for people with glasses. That was recommended, so that is on my list of things to talk about. So if you've never been in chat before, I've got a little scrolling chat window over here. That is the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. Their job as a collective brain is to help me, our job together as a collective brain, I should say, is to work together to get good information out there and information about things that are good, things that are bad, so that we can all learn about what to buy, what not to buy, so we don't waste our money on things that are terrible. And also learning about beauty rules and which ones really do work for people and which ones don't work and which ones we should totally, completely abandon. So that's what we're going to be working on and talking about today. So I'm just going to take a moment to acknowledge the collective brain and talk to them for just a moment, just to say hello to the people that are here. I usually start at the top. And then I go down about 10 or 15 people. So if you're watching this on replay, just give me a second to say hello, and we'll be right into the conversation. So good morning to Wendy and Megan and Stephanie and Kelsey and Tabitha and let me see, Galcia. I'm going to say Galcia. Hello, it's night here, but good morning, everyone else. Good evening to you. And Tabitha says, I'm freezing, but I'm here. And then Snape's Honey, hello. I should hold it this way because it's my What's Up in Makeup coffee mug. Yes. The OMG part is being discontinued. This is Original Makeup Gangster 2015. It celebrates the first year of What's Up in Makeup. They're going to be gone at the end of the week. So I got these off cafepress.com. And just search for What's Up in Makeup or JenLuvsReviews to find them. I've made like $15 total. So it's not a money-making thing for me. Like it's just, just so you know, it's just fun. So, so anyway, moving on, saying hello to the collective brain. Let's see who's new here. Oh, Yesenia, hello Yesenia, and Kaylee, get your coffee, girlfriend, and Steph, hello Steph, and let's see, Lisa, good morning, and wow, now we're getting to the names that I'm having trouble with. Asenio Neves. Sorry. Hello, Grady. Good to have you here. And Shannon Quinn. Hello, my friend Kyla. Good morning. Leslie, good morning. And Leanne, good morning. Vicky, good morning. And Perfectly Perfect, good morning. She says she's in Oklahoma, so no snow there. Oh, there's some crazy snow out my house. There's about 21 inches of snow outside. The kids are outside playing up to their knees. KJ, good morning to you, my friend. And let's see, who else? Elise, good morning. And Lily, good morning. And Crix, good morning. And we're going to go ahead and stop there. Oh, and Kristen, good morning. And Lisa, good morning. I can't stop. All right, we're going to scroll down to the bottom. Good morning. If I didn't say good morning to you, woo. If I didn't say good morning to you, good morning. Hello, or good evening. Hello. Oh, thank you, Macy. They're chipping like crazy. It's she likes my nails. It's this Color Club nail polish from my Glossy Box. My Glossy Box review is going up, but this is not reviewed in it because I forgot to use it, and it's chipping like crazy because I didn't use a top coat, so I need to use a top coat. But anyway, all right. Best drugstore liquid liner. Da 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 da. Jesse's Girl. Jesse's Girl, $7, jessesgirl.com. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them a lot of times at, well, some people can get them at the Rite Aids. Jesse's Girl, you can get them on deals on Ipsy's website. Sometimes they're on Groupon. If you ever run into them, Jesse's Girl. Amen. All right, I'm going to go into the makeup rules. I've pulled up 4 more websites on makeup rules. So the first one comes to us, if I can find where it is. I have way too many windows open. Okay, this is called 17 Beauty Rules That Need to Sit the down. And this is by BuzzFeed.com. This was published in August 30th of 2015. So the first one is don't wear red lipstick and heavy eye makeup. And they've got this picture here. There you go. And she does look beautiful. So what do you guys think about that? Red lipstick and heavy eye makeup. I feel like with red lipstick and heavy eye makeup, you have to be like going somewhere for most people. I think some people can pull it off. Like some people can pull off the whole heavy thing. But I think for the majority of people like me, I could not pull off during the daytime for everyday wear, red lipstick and dark eyes. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's just no vid or audio. What? No. What? Hold on a minute. Wait, it seems like some people are getting it because I see some people got me. Okay. Okay, Tabitha says it's working. Okay, I apologize. So what do you guys think about the red lipstick, bold eye? I feel like unless you're going somewhere, that's a going out kind of look for me. I don't know. I think you can do it. Okay. Stage, no, stage. I mean, if you're a character or if you're, you know, singing or whatever, I think you've got it. So, okay, cool. Most people can see me. So if you can't, just exit out and come back. Well, I guess you can't hear me, but I don't know. I just feel like that's too much for the everyday for most people, unless you're her, you know, then you can rock it if you look like her. Exactly. Okay, so let's go to the collective brain. Brooke says if you can rock it. Let's see. Amber says on the girl in the picture it works, but for me, I follow that. Doris saying I see your nail collection back there. Yes. Stage makeup, Grady says, stage makeup is its own animal. Terry Lee says I can't wear red at all. At least I can't find one that looks good. Lisa says I kind of agree, kind of dramatic for every day, but you do you, boo. Exactly. I am totally with you. Krista says if you work for MAC or Sephora, then you have to look like that at work. Well, I mean, that makes sense because that's part of your job. Nikki says it depends on the person. Helen says red is hard to wear most of the time anyway, ends up on my chin at times. And Leslie says, yep, too much for every day. Let's go on to the next makeup rule. Blue eyeshadow belongs in the 80s, not on your face. I think blue eyeshadow can be done right. I mean, this girl is rocking it. But I think for most people, this would be too bold for most people. I think that's a little too much for the average person. She's rocking it. But I don't know. I feel like blue is really nice as for like a lower lash line, kind of a pop, or to use like a champagne all over the lid with a little blue in the outer corner. But blue all over the eyes, I feel like only certain people can rock it. You know, I don't know. How do you guys feel about blue eyeshadow? Blue eyeshadow. Krista says I cannot rock blue eyeshadow. Well, you've got blue eyes too. And they say, you know, people with blue eyes shouldn't wear blue eyeshadow. And they say people with green eyes shouldn't wear green eyeshadow. But I don't know if that necessarily is true all the time. But most people are saying blue, no blue. Jenna says no blue. Megan says all over blue shadow is a no-go. A partial blue eye is okay. That's kind of where I feel. Lisa says it depends on the shade of blue. And I agree with you too. I think this bright blue looks really pretty on the lower lash line. And I think a deep blue looks really nice in the outer corner. Also, top blue eyeliner, navy blue eyeliner is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So for people that are scared, like not scared, but people that are hesitant or think it looks bad, like Krista, how she's saying she thinks it looks bad on her blue eyeshadow. I'd be curious to know if Krista's ever tried a navy blue eyeliner, because I would imagine that would look gorgeous on Krista. Kim says she can't wear blue. Laura says she loves blue. Terry Lee says blue accents only. I felt that way in the 80s too. Angie says depending on the color blue. Jenny T says people with blue eyes works fine for blue eyeshadow. Just blend with a neutral. That's the way I'm feeling, Jenny. Exactly. And then Kim says blue eyeliner is okay. My nose is very itchy today. I don't know what is going on here. All right. I promise nothing funny is going on. All right. Just itchy. It's cold out. All right. Sydney says blue scares her. What is going on with my nose? Hold on a second. I got to do a check. Because I'm not trying to do this cast with things going on. All right. Hold on. All right. My grandma, God bless her soul, used to go like this. Robert nose like that used to drive my mom insane. So I don't ever do that. I try to go away from that. All right, definitely scared of blue, Krista says. Yeah. Valerie says, I wore blue all over the lid, but I did a really pretty burnt orange in the crease and it worked. That sounds gorgeous. And I imagine blue would look really pretty on deep skin tones, like really deep skin tones. Can you imagine like this neon blue on like deep skin tones? Not imagine, because I'm sure you've seen pictures of it, but this bright blue on a deep skin tone, ooh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. All right. And then Laura says, I have olive skin and brown eyes, but light blues work for me. Dark blues flush her out. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Number 3, cover up gray hair the minute you start to see it. Gray hair is a trend. This kind of gray hair, if you look like her. Gray hair looks really good. I mean, I think definitely there are a lot of women that can rock gray hair. It looks really good, but I think it just depends on how your gray grows in. Like mine grows in very patchy and sporadic. Like I probably have about 30% gray when I don't color it. I'm covering my grays. Like I feel like I need to cover my grays. Like I can only let them grow like this much before I need to cover them. But look, isn't she gorgeous though? Like she's gorgeous. My husband tried to color his hair gray and it looked really good. Really, really good. He didn't really like it, but I thought it looked good. Krista says she likes silver better. Krista D likes silver better. But yeah, I think like I said, I think it depends on the person. Exactly. I'm totally with you. Whoever that was that I missed. Lisa says, is that Samantha? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is from BuzzFeed. Steph says, I would look too dead. I'm dead. I'm too pale. I think it looks really gorgeous on some people. Beauty beholder, that depends. Some people can rock it and some not. I agree. Brooke says, so pretty. Kelsey says, a hairdresser. She says, yes. I don't know, man. That's scary to me. That's scary. I don't know about that one. It's got 75,000 likes from 26 weeks ago in the summer. But that's like a big thing, you know. Hey, Shannon H, how you doing, girlfriend? Nikki says gray hair is supposed to be super hard to maintain. Interesting. BB's Beauty Bar says looks best with people of color, honestly. Yeah, I think women of color can rock gray hair sometimes. But I think everybody, like I don't know. It depends on your style too. Like that's a style thing. I don't know. All right, let's move on to the next one. Number 4, pick one color and stick to it. Definitely needs to be broken in my mind. That rule definitely needs to be broken. Picking one color, one makeup color and stick to it. Multiple colors is beautiful. Beautiful. As long as you got them color coordinated, you know, you use that color wheel to help you a little bit. You can use complementary colors. You can use across colors, contrasting colors. But yeah, I mean, really and truly, I mean, that is gorgeous. And I think that, like, I love using one look that I did a couple days ago, I guess maybe it was last week sometime, I can't remember, was I had yellow all over my lid, and then I did a burnt orange in the crease, and then I did some brown to smoke it up a little bit, and it looked so pretty. It looked really, really good. So Kaylee's lost. Don't be lost. Come back. Yeah, you need dimension, Spring says. Exactly. One color. I know, right? No, one color is boring. Yeah, I know. I don't even think that that's a rule. Maybe they're saying, like, if you're wearing browns, wear browns. I don't even think that's a rule. I'm with you on that one. Purple and gold for life, Kelsey says. Brandon says, Jen, it's Danielle. I just realized that I'm on my hubby's account. I don't know how to change it. Oh, no, Danielle. I will try to remember if it says Brandon to say Danielle. Thank you for telling me, Danielle. I appreciate that. And then Ella B says, depends on the cut, the tone, etc. I think maybe, are you talking about the gray hair? Megan says, be a rainbow. Totally with you on that. Jenny says, are they saying you should not have one hair color? No, we're talking about eyes now, about makeup. Pick one makeup color and stick to it. Helen says, I think the lipstick and blush was supposed to match. I think the lipstick's supposed to match. I don't know. Oh, you mean like just in general? I think lipstick and blush was supposed to match. She doesn't look like she has any blush on. Looks like she's got highlighter. And the lipstick definitely matches. I don't know. But I think we can all agree that you definitely need lots of different colors. I think that's really helpful. All right. Next up, girls with curly hair shouldn't get bangs. She is rocking that look. Rocking that. I can't really speak to this one a whole lot because I don't have curly hair like that. But again, I think that's a personal style thing. I don't know. I think that's a little overwhelming on her with the bangs, though. I mean, she's rocking it, but I think that's a little overwhelming. I don't know. But you're right. I mean, I'm now thinking about it. I mean, you think about it, you don't really see a lot of curly-haired women with bangs. Lisa, I don't know if lipstick and blush are supposed to match. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. I don't even know. Yeah. And BB's Beauty Bar says curly hair and bangs is the cutest if you do it right. And I think that's the thing. And I would imagine waking up some mornings with curly hair and being like, what are my curls doing this morning? And I got these bangs, and then putting on a headband, you know? Lisa says she has bangs and curly hair, but hers are super short. It definitely depends on the person. Comments are going pretty fast. Maritza says, I love bangs, but they are so high maintenance. They are so high maintenance. So I think that's a personal style thing as well. Absolutely. Laura says bangs rule. Curly hair and bangs, yes, yes, please. And Angela says people should do what they want with their hair. Totally agree. Emily says, I would love curly hair. I have curly hair and I'm terrible with bangs. I mean, I think it just depends on your face shape too, you know? Because if you have a round face, I would imagine that having bangs on anybody would make you look more round. You know, but if you have a longer face, I would imagine bangs would kind of shorten your face a little bit, you know? Kyla says, I feel like BuzzFeed always makes vids about how they can't do makeup. So who are they to tell us what to do? I have no idea. It was just, I Google searched. What I did, and this is what I did last week too, is I Google searched and I just took the top results. So I didn't even go by whether this is a good one or not. I just went by what's the top result. All right, let's go to the next one. Redheads shouldn't wear red lipstick. Oh, totally need to break that one. Totally need to break that one. I have seen some gorgeous looks with redheads and red lipstick. Absolutely. So yes, totally agree. Redheads should definitely wear red lipstick. Totally gorgeous. All right, let's just go to the next one because I think that everybody's going to pretty much agree with that. Redheads should wear whatever they want. I agree. Break that rule. Grady says, excuse me, as a redhead. I know, right? Oh, wrong, Kelsey says. Oh, wrong. False, lies, rude. Not at all. Everybody's like, no. Oh, no, false. We got some expletives being dropped. All right. So that's definitely a no. I think we can all agree on that one. All right. Number 7, I think they make them extra dramatic on purpose. I know you are, Grady. All right, glitter doesn't belong on your face. Glitter doesn't belong on your face. Yeah, Shannon says she wears red lipstick on occasion. It has to be the right tone, though. I think we can all disagree. I think it just depends on where you want to put your glitter. Like, and what your personal style is. I mean, I do kind of feel like glitter should be more saved for nighttime looks. I feel like in the daytime, it can be a little overpowering to have a lot of glitter on. But like for younger people, like teenagers and kids, the people in their early 20s and stuff, I think they can rock more glitter on their eyes for the daily, like especially like going to the beach, stuff like that. I'm thinking about the beach because we got 2 feet of snow outside. But you know, I think overall glitter is more of a nighttime kind of thing, at least for me. I don't know. There's a time and a place for glitter, Kristen says. And then before Nikki disappeared, she said there's a time and a place for everything. Shannon says glitter is the devil. It gets everywhere. Yeah, my husband hates glitter, absolutely hates it. And we never had glitter in our house again. He would be so happy. So, if you're going to a rock concert, rock it. Yes, exactly, Spring, exactly. Wendy says, can't do glitter at my age. See, I feel like anybody can rock glitter. I don't think that it has to be an age thing. I feel like in the right occasion, I think anybody could rock glitter. Like you think about like, if you walked into a party and there was a 70-year-old woman with silver glitter on her eyes, I would be like, yes. You know what I mean? Like total yes, total yes. I think it's how you rock it, you know, a little black eyeliner, a little silver glitter for a New Year's party, like, woo! Like, I don't think it would matter with age. It's kind of the place, you know. Terry Lee says, I wear it. I'm 51. So I don't know. I feel like anybody can really rock glitter, but I feel like the younger you are, you can pull it off more often, you know. Glitter just gets everywhere, Krista says, yeah. If you like to wear it, if it's your style. If it's not your style, you shouldn't be wearing it. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh my gosh, this one's so stupid. I think that they're just making stuff up just to be like, who made these rules aren't real. Stick with a classic French manicure. Are you kidding me? I think I disagree with that rule. No, you shouldn't stick with a classic French manicure. I think French manicures are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I definitely don't think you should stick to a French manicure. I can't even remember the last time I wore a French manicure. It was definitely at least 10 years ago was the last time I wore a French manicure. It keeps freezing? Oh no. Yeah. Everybody seemed to be okay. If it's freezing, try to exit out and come back. That's so 90s. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been, I know, I think that they just, Steph's like, this is making me angry. Stop with those lies. Yeah, I think they just made these up. I don't think they're real rules. I think that they just thought about beauty trends and then said the opposite. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that these are real. I really don't. That's just dumb. Okay. And you should always match your manicure and pedicure. That's another dumb one. I mean, I honestly, like, I don't worry about my toes. Unless it's summertime and people are seeing my toes, you keep refreshing too. I don't know how to fix that. I have no idea how to fix that. I'm so sorry. Step out and come back. Okay. I'm sorry. It's freezing on other people too. And it'll probably freeze on the replay too. It just, I don't know whether it's my connection or it might be the snow. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that looks gorgeous. But I don't really think about my toes. Like, my toes are a hot mess. I haven't painted my toes since probably September. They're a mess. They're a mess. Because nobody sees them except for me and my family, except for when I'm wearing flip-flops. And this is definitely not a season to wear flip-flops in. I'll tell you that. All right, let's move on to the next one. False eyelashes should only come out at night. And I feel like false eyelashes can be overdone. Definitely. Especially with the styles that are out there. It can be overdone. But very simple, like calm false eyelashes definitely can be worn during the day. And if it's your style and you want to rock some big dramatic false eyelashes during the day, I don't see a problem with it. I just feel like for most people that's difficult to pull off, like the big, huge, dramatic false eyelashes. But like demi wispies or something, rock them, rock them, rock them, rock them, rock them. All right. And then BB's Beauty Bar says there are some that look really natural and are perfect for every day. Totally great. Yeah, it is probably the weather. Kelsey says I don't do falsies, too sticky. And then Helen says depends on the style of false lash. And let's see, Liz says, no, you know, Lisa says I love falsies and I wear glasses. Liz says I'm tired of seeing all the falsies around. I mean, I think that it just kind of depends, you know, on what your style is. I don't have the patience to do falsies, like, ever. I don't even wear them in my videos. Like, I just don't have the patience. It takes patience. What's up, buddy? I'm chat.
When I was trying to watch the tube,
yes.
I couldn't get it back on both.
You couldn't get the bows back on?
Yeah.
You have to push this button right here. That's the button, okay? And just push it one time and then count to 10. And if it doesn't work, press it again. All right, buddy. Sorry about that. Did you see him? I'm not sure. I guess you could probably see him because you can see my makeup stuff here. So you probably could see him, but he's just the things that are critically important to a child. He couldn't get the sound on his movie. But anyway, false eyelashes, I think it just depends on your, again, this is subjective, like Nikki said. If you work in an office, probably not. But if you work at Hot Topic, yes, absolutely. All right, next one. Nails should be short and square. I'm just going to skip some of these. These are dumb. All right. Frosted lipstick belongs in the 90s. I got a lot of flack one time because I left a comment on somebody's video. It was about the new Mariah Carey lipstick. And I was saying how frosty lipsticks just haven't been in fashion lately. And a lot of people were commenting that, like, I was wrong, that this was bad. I mean, I don't think anybody can disagree that okay. Thanks for all the feedback on the video quality. I feel bad. I don't know. It's probably the snow. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So I don't feel like, what was I saying? I was talking about frosted lipstick. And I just feel like, you know, I don't think anybody can deny that matte lipstick has been a trend, because you've seen it in every product. You know, like when you watch What's Up in Makeup, you see all of the matte, everything, matte, 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 matte. Nothing says frosty, 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 frosty. I do feel like some frosty lip products are coming in, kind of floating in and out, but it's not a big, huge trend right now. Yeah, I mean, I really like the way that it looks, but I feel like, I feel like this look is kind of overdone. Like, I don't really like this look very much. She's got the blue eyeshadow and the pink frosty lips. I just feel like that's a little too much. Like, can you imagine the average person wearing that look? Like, when you're beautiful, like, you can pretty much get away with a lot of stuff because you're beautiful. But like the average typical person that doesn't look like this, you know, we need to be a little more subtle sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like that's a little too much for most people. Megan says those Too Faced melted metals are quite frosty. They are, and I do like them, but it's like, it's a little too much. I feel like if I'm going to wear a frostier lip, I need to have a more subtle rest of my look in order for me not to look overpowered. Yeah, and dark skin. I mean, gorgeous on dark skin, but light skin, I don't know if we can get away with that. I don't know. It is coming back, Jenny. I think it is coming back. Kenzie says, does the new Too Faced blue lipstick make everything frosty? Yes, it does. It does make everything frosty. Yes, it's called Unicorn Tears. And yes, it makes everything frosty. I have an Instagram post with some swatches of Unicorn Tears over top of a bunch of things. If you go to my Instagram, which is JenLuvsReviews, you should be able to see that. Nikki says, but the 90s are coming back, so I think Frosted is making a slow comeback. It's not for her, though. All right. And then Shannon says, Frost make me look dead, not a fan. But if you like it, go for it. Steph says, I hate lipsticks that settle into the lines of my lips, though. Yeah, that is not a good look. All right. This is an interesting one. Your eyebrows should match your hair color. I've seen some gorgeous looks of people matching their eyebrows to their eye look. But again, I think this is a you know, a style thing. I mean, she's totally rocking it. Totally rocking it. Like, I went to the hair salon, and you know, hair salons, they do a little crazy stuff. This girl had red lips and red eyebrows, and it looked so good. It looked so good. Like, I can see a lot of people being able to pull that off. You know what this kind of reminds me of is at the Capitol in Hunger Games. You know, like those crazy, bold looks. Like, that's what it kind of reminds me of. I don't know. I mean, I feel like for me, am I gonna make my eyebrows purple? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do it. But if you can rock it, you know? Patty says I have dark eyebrows naturally and naturally blonde hair. That's interesting. I've seen that before. Liz says when I had pink hair, I didn't have pink brows. But why not though? Why not? You totally probably could have rocked that though, if you wanted to. Patty says blonde eyebrows look hideous. I think it depends. I mean, I think that you can define blonde eyebrows so they look really, really good. BB's Beauty Bar says, I mean, matching eyebrows and hair looks good, but it's not a huge rule that must be followed. Some blue eyebrows just don't look right. Agreed. And it's what you want to look like. I don't know. I think this is another one that there's a select group of people that this is going to look good on. Beauty Beholder says it perfect. She says that's a bit harsh for regular folks. And I totally, totally agree. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, can you imagine me walking into work as an elementary school teacher looking like that? Like, really? My principal look at me like, Jen, you are crazy. You have totally fallen off the crazy train, like, or onto the crazy train. Number 4, don't let your roots grow out without coloring them. And I think we can safely say that I disagree with this rule. With my ombre hair, I mean, this is another one that, you know, I mean, I think the ombre trend has definitely killed this one with the whole roots thing. All right, let's go on to the next one. Never wear mascara on your bottom lashes. We're skipping that one. That one's dumb. Men shouldn't wear makeup. And look who it is. It's Manny. And of course, you guys know that I disagree with that. My husband's worn makeup on many occasions. I definitely disagree that men shouldn't wear makeup. There's a good 20 products in my drawers that were purchased by my husband. So no sound again. What is going on? So yes, isn't he cute? All right, moving on. All right, older women should keep their look conservative. Candy Johnson is wonderful. This whole site is dumb. Oh, I totally agree. Guys can wear makeup. I agree. And I think that guys wearing makeup is kind of an interesting thing. Can you imagine if more men wore makeup, like what it would look at like, you know, like walking down the street and seeing men like with like even skin tones and like eyeliner, like I think it would look cute. I think it would look hot. I don't know. I'm a fan of men wearing makeup. If men want to, I think it's fun. You know, makeup is fun, and why should we hog all the fun for ourselves? You know, I was watching a video by my friend Sanders Kennedy. I've met him quite a few times at different beauty events, and he was saying how he went into a Sephora. It's like worst, like I have a video like worst Sephora experience. He had a bad Sephora experience where he was walking in the Brooklyn Sephora, and they were like tailing him, like he was gonna steal something because he was a man in Sephora, is what he thinks. I didn't end up watching the whole thing because it was like really long, and I had to go take care of the kids, but I know I got to the point where they were like tailing him in the store, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I definitely think men should wear makeup, and Sanders looks good with makeup too. And you're not following Sanders. He's got a good channel. He's got a really good channel. He has a lot of drama stuff, kind of like Karina Kaboom kind of drama stuff on his channel a lot, but he's also got some really good like skincare advice videos, stuff like that. All right. Older women should keep their look conservative. I love this picture. What a great picture. All right. Chelsea says, I like my manly man. No makeup for him. But why can't makeup be manly? Why can't it be? Why can't makeup be manly? Why does makeup have to be feminine? Why can't a man wear BB cream to even out a skin tone? Why can't a man wear, you know, concealer? I don't think it has to be a female thing, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where the man just has to feel comfortable, you know, being able to handle that. So yes. Okay, I don't know what older is. It just there's no clarifier, and that's the last one. But no, women should definitely, older women should not keep, older women should do what they want to do, and younger women should do what they want to do, and all women and men should do what they want to do. That's what it comes down to. All right, so this website is done. We're going to close this one. Okay, it's 10:33. We're moving on to the next one. Okay, the next one is 9 makeup rules to totally ignore. This is by Yahoo Beauty, by Ann Tomlin, September 4th, 2014. It's got this cute little rule book. Oh, I'm with you, Jenny. Men in the movies wear makeup, and it seems to be manly enough there. Get it, girl? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so number 1. Let's see. They're not numbered. Hold on a second. Okay, smoky eyes are just for nighttime. We kind of talked about that a little bit. Smoky eye doesn't have to be black or worn solely at night. For daytime version, choose shadows in the same hue as your eye color. Blend them into lightness. It still gives the intensity of a smoky eye without looking goth. But I think it's again, that's a style thing. Don't wear dark liner with light lipstick. This is interesting because I always saw that as a big no-no. Dark eyeliner with light lipstick, like very, like, not cool. So it says high contrast. The high contrast look came in during the 90s, and most of us have left it there. But if applied with a subtle hand, a dark into light mix can work. There's a time and a place, says Los Angeles-based makeup artist Jamie Greenberg. It's all about blending. If done right, you can create a pretty effect. Think smudgy and mixed, not dark and not stark and defined. There's no pictures here. I don't know why I'm showing them. So yeah, you can do a light smoky look for daytime. I totally agree. Screw the rules. That's our collective brain rule. Yes, Helen. Yes, Helen. Yeah, I mean, I feel like dark liner and a light lipstick is something I don't want to mess with. I think it, like they said, it's something that has to be done right, and I don't think I can do it right, so I'm leaving that one in the 90s. I think that looks, I don't like that look at all. That's just a personal preference. All right. The best bronzer is one that glimmers. It says, not unless you're aiming for an Edward Cullen vibe. I don't get shimmery when I get in the sun, Vincent says. Something more matte is going to look more like heat and sun instead of looking like makeup. I feel like if you should keep shimmer, my opinion, in the highlight area. That this is where your glow should be. It's wherever you want to pop out. And most of us want our cheekbones to pop out. So the shimmer should be here. So if you have a glowy bronzer, stick to the top of your cheek. That's what I feel like. You know, just subtly here. And do that, like, you know, where the sun hits you kind of thing. And I agree about the matte bronzer. I feel like the matte bronzer should be kind of the thing, and then like highlight. I don't know. Maritza says she doesn't like glimmery bronzer. And Angela says she doesn't do bronzer. And Lisa says, for my age, I need matte. But Lisa, I'm hoping you're wearing some kind of highlight, though, because I'm sure that would look gorgeous on you. BB's Beauty Bar says, I agree, Jen. And KJ says, at night, a shimmer bronzer is okay. Not a contour, but a bronzer. Yeah, you never would want a, like, glowy contour. That would just be weird. Can you imagine? Like, shimmer all down here? That'd be so weird. Okay, but I think we can all agree on that one. So this one's actually a little bit better. So then this one says, as you age, matte foundation is the most flattering. This is interesting. That older women shouldn't wear dewy foundation rule is the stupidest, says Vincent, who adds that matte foundation will actually accentuate lines and wrinkles. The more texture your skin has, the less matte you want your foundation to be, he explains. Adding a slight sheen to the complexion makes it look more radiant, no matter the age. Interesting. Interesting. Do I find Manny's makeup manly? No. I don't find Manny's makeup manly. I think Manny puts on makeup the way that women typically put on makeup. I do think he looks gorgeous, though. So I don't know. It's definitely not what we would call manly, but it's like, what is manly, though? What are gender roles? You know, who says that makeup like that can't be a manly thing? And I feel like the way that we're going with gender roles, we're going to go more toward the way that Manny is in general, in that embracing his feminine side. I think women are going to start embracing their masculine side more. I think men are going to start embracing their feminine side more. And I just feel like, you know, we need to accept that it's okay to not care, that men are supposed to do this and women are supposed to do this, and that's the rule and that's the way that it is. I think we need to just, you know, embrace who we are and what we want our style to be. So I think as we go more into that and get more comfortable with who we are, I think we're going to see more men wearing makeup the way Manny does. And it won't be considered not manly. You know what I mean? Because I guess for him, that is manly because he's a man. You know? So who's to say it's not manly? I'm going to go back on what I said. Who's to say it's not manly? You know, he is a man, right? I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. And excuse me, Ezra says 18th century men wore makeup. No, right? Seriously. All right. I don't know. This is coming from someone whose husband owns Dior Foundation. So, you know. And is a tattoo artist and owns one of the best tattoo studios in the state of Maryland. So anyway, moving on. All right. She says, yes, Jen, going to take us to church this morning. Preaching girl. Yeah, I know, right? All right. That's just my opinion. I don't know. But everyone has a right to their own opinion. So I'm not saying my opinion is law. That's just the way that I feel. And I just totally just went off for a minute, didn't I? All right. Breathe, Jen, breathe. All right, moving on. So let's talk back about matte foundation is the most flattering, about older women shouldn't use matte foundation. You know, I feel like you need to try different things for your skin tone. And honestly, I feel like matte foundation can look really flat on anybody. You know, like that super matte MAC, you know, person working at MAC look just doesn't look good on a lot of people. You know, it's very Instagrammy, but for like the everyday look, when I see a woman wearing very flat matte foundation, it makes them look like they're wearing a lot of makeup. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're leaning more toward like that, the thing that Too Faced was trying to do, you know, with the better, what is it? The Too Faced, I have it, I own it. Hold on a second, it's right here. Hold on. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation. With the Born This Way foundation, you know, you want your foundation to look like you were born this way. I don't necessarily feel like the Too Faced one does that. But I feel like, you know, at any age, we kind of are going a little overboard with how much makeup we're wearing, in that, you know, we're going more Instagrammy. I think we're being influenced by social media to wear makeup that looks like too much makeup. And I think that's okay if that's your style. But I think for the average person, I don't think we should be trying to fit ourselves into a mold of wearing too much makeup because that's what everyone else is doing. You know, and I think the idea of wearing a more luminous foundation can really give you a more natural, like, looks like skin look. So I agree that women of, you know, older women can definitely rock a more luminous foundation. Absolutely. Totally agree. Totally agree. Let's see what the collective brain thinks. BB's Beauty Bar, Wayne Goss says Instagram is ruining makeup, and I totally agree. Leslie says matte foundation reminds me of pancake makeup, and it definitely can. Lisa says I have it, I wear it, but I don't love it. What do you have and wear but don't love? I'm hoping are you talking about matte makeup? I'm hoping. All right, I missed a couple things because it's going really fast. Nikki says I don't see people in real life looking like people on Instagram. I'm assuming with the end of that sentence. On Instagram, there's the rest of it. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I do see people in real life, like at the mall. I've seen some craziness at our local mall, some craziness. Liz says, I cannot wear matte. I have normal skin and it makes me look older. Gina says, glowy over matte every time. I think she meant glowy over matte every time, but yes, she did, glowy. Thrillingest, if you read fashion magazines, Instagram looks are out of style. Interesting. BB's Beauty Bar says BB creams are so amazing. Totally agree. Totally agree. Patricia says I have a natural glow called oil. Angela says I think Instagram makeup is more glam than everyday looks, but I think the Instagram kind of convinces people that everybody should look like that is what beauty is. So I think people are trying sometimes to do that for their everyday and not realizing that that's a photograph on Instagram. That's not like, I don't know, like some people I'll look at their Instagram picture, and I've said this before, I'll look at the Instagram picture and I'm like, wow, she is just so beautiful. Look at that look, it's so gorgeous. And then I think, if I saw that woman in person, I would be like, whoa, back it up with all that makeup. Whoa, too much. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But as far as this rule, I definitely think that women of any age should be stepping away a bit from the matte foundation unless you were being photographed. Like I wear a lot of matte foundations for filming, things like that. But other than that, I feel like we kind of need to, and I did go on the matte trend for a while for matte foundation, and I've definitely stepped away from that because I like the way that more natural foundations look. All right, this is a good one because I hear this a lot from people in my comment sections. Oh, you got him. Thank you, Tabitha. Supposedly there was a troll and Tab got him. Good. That's why I have you moderators. Whoop, whoop. Okay, mature women shouldn't wear shimmer. I hear this all the time. I am too old to wear shimmer on my eyes. Let's see what Yahoo Beauty says. It says nonsense, insists Greenberg. My 90-year-old grandma looks better with shimmer on her lids because it makes her look more awake and reflects light nicely, she says. Hollis agrees, noting that the product chosen makes the difference. When you want to create the appearance of a healthy glow, opt for a cream shimmer instead of using a powder shimmer, he says. That way it doesn't sit into any fine lines. Interesting. His two favorites are Black Opal Metallic Precision Eye Definer in Metallic Bronze and Sigma's Shimmer Cream. So that's very interesting. So, I mean, I feel like a shimmer eyeshadow, I'm not necessarily saying glitter, okay, because I can see where people are intimidated by glitter, but a shimmer eyeshadow, even on hooded lids, can look absolutely gorgeous, like a champagne on someone of my skin tone. Like, think about whatever your skin tone is, and think about a shade lighter than whatever your skin tone is. And I think that can look beautiful as far as shimmer all over the lid. Absolutely yes to shimmer. Yes to shimmer. Oh my goodness. And the foiled effect, yes, absolutely. Angela says, back in the day, we didn't do any shine. Honey, you had better powder that nose. LOL. I know. Well, I mean, I think that having like an oily look to your face is different than having a glow, you know? And I think that, you know, and if you have especially oily skin, you're going to get oily through the day. You know, and you might want to powder your nose and you might not. That's totally up to you. But as far as the eyes, oh, Erica says Steal a Kitten is amazing. Totally agree. Let me get Steal a Kitten for you so you can see what she's talking about. Because I happen to have it. If I can find it quickly. Hold on. Here we go. I'll show you Steal a Kitten. This is a fantastic palette if you can still get it. This is the Stila Eyes Are the Window to the Spirit palette. It has a lot of really nice shades, just like we're talking about. So if you think about your skin color. So if your skin color is a little deeper than this would work perfectly. Here's some other shades. Stila's Kitten is at the top. That's this one here. This one is perfect. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you can, how much you can see, but yes, total win. Total win. And if you have Mary Luminizer by The Balm, it works great as an eyeshadow. But Steela's Kitten is famous for a reason. It's amazing. It's amazing. But this is a really fun palette to play with if you like that kind of look, that natural look. But I really do agree that anybody can wear shimmer all over their eyes. And it's how you do it. So if you're wearing shimmer on your eyes, get that. So you got on your lid, let me get my thoughts together. You get on your lid the shimmer shade that is just a tad lighter than your natural skin tone. Then you go up into the crease, with a shade, a matte shade that's slightly deeper than your skin tone. Okay, that goes up in the crease. Then slightly deeper than that, in either a matte or shimmer, it doesn't matter. You put a little bit here and you kind of swirl it around and deepen up that outer corner. And if you want a little extra glam, go a shade lighter than your light color on your lid and pop a little highlight on this side. Eye look done forever. Forever. Favorite eye look of all time. So, yes. Erica wants to know, any thoughts on ColourPop shadows? I've seen so many reviews and I don't know how I would apply them. And that's my big issue with ColourPop eyeshadows, is that they've got that creamy consistency, so they're a little difficult to work with. The shades can be absolutely gorgeous. They're very creative in their shades. And I think that's where ColourPop has something that a lot of companies don't have, in that their shade range is amazing. You can get all kinds of really unique colors, but the application is a little bit tricky for me. I try to use my finger, but then my fingers are kind of big. And if you have small lids and big fingers, like, you're in some trouble there, you know? So what I try to do is kind of tap and then I blend with a brush. So if I have a deeper shade, I'll tap here and then blend it up. So yeah, I know we got 15 minutes left, Helen. Thanks for the time check, my friend. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's just, I don't know. I like ColourPop eyeshadows, but I don't go out of my way to buy them. I do go out of my way to buy their lip products, though, because they're amazing. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one's blue eyeshadows, outdated. We've already talked about that one. Next one says, don't wear dark lip colors unless you have full lips. Don't wear dark lip colors unless you have full lips. I think we can all say that this is not a good one. It says, not even. Thin lips are gorgeous and can wear color too, Hollis says. Here's the trick for showing off rich berry tones. Line the outer rim of the lips before applying lipstick. After applying the color, accent the pout of your mouth using a nice gold gloss or shimmer, he says. This trick makes lips look fuller no matter how dark the lip color. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried that for your lips, to put a little bit of a shimmer here. It looks really beautiful. So what I do is I'll put either a lighter color, like Ofra's Angelus is one of my favorites to do this. It's not shimmer, it's just a lighter color. You put it right here, and go like that, and then just blend it out a little bit. And it really will make your lips pop. It's very, very nice. Wait, hold on a minute. What's dumb, Lupe? Lupe says something's dumb. Holly says, heck with that. Any lip color, lipstick is fine. Well, black isn't for me. LOL. Yeah. And then Nikki says dark colors on the lips make them look smaller. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I think people with thin lips can rock a darker color. It just kind of depends on how you do it and whether it's your style or not. I mean, I think dark lip colors, Stephanie says, I can see dark lip colors making thin lips look smaller, though. Not saying you shouldn't do it, but it could make them look smaller. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. But I think that, but you can do things to make your lips look fuller. And it's what you feel comfortable with. It's your comfort zone, and I agree with lining your lips. I think that could help. I don't think that overdrawing the lips thing freaks me out. Like Manny, he overdraws his lips all the time, and it totally freaks me out, like, for me personally. Like, it looks great on him, but I can't do that. Like, it just, plus I have bigger lips anyway. But I don't know. I think overdrawing the lips is definitely something that's tricky. Definitely tricky. Oh, Lupe said the last topic about only full lips and dark lipstick is dumb. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just your style. I think that's another one that's personal style. Okay, so we've got two more here, and then we're going to go into the glasses ones. When it comes to mascara, black is always best. I think we all know we can all wear other colors as well. They're saying brown mascara is an option for most women. Don't feel fear colors either. Navy mascara can make the eyes look brighter, he notes, and a burgundy mascara looks dynamic on redheads. Grady, would you wear burgundy mascara? That's what I want to know. And what about Shannon? Would you wear burgundy mascara with your red hair? I think that would look amazing. That would absolutely look amazing. I think colored mascara is definitely fun. Jenny says she likes brown, purple, and blue mascaras. And then Krista says she loves brown mascaras. BB's Beauty Bar, bye. Oh, bye. See you next time. And Jenny says, I'm getting ready to try green mascara. Yay. And Holly says she loves navy. And Jenny says burgundy mascara looks great on blue eyes, I would imagine. And Gina says she would. And then Kelsey says, I love black mascara. It's a classic. Grady says I would try it. I never have though. Now I want to look for it. You might be able to get the Pantone one from last year. Check Sephora's website because it was on there for a really long time. The burgundy mascara. I don't think it ever sold out. Shaden says burgundy mascara makes my eyes look bloodshot for some reason. Interesting. All right. Bye, Amy. Are you leaving or are you just saying goodbye to the other person? All right. All right. Now we're going to go to the last one. Never line your entire eyelid. It said most of us learn to line our lids only 2/3 of the way, stopping before we reach the inner corner of the eye. Vincent said that severs the shape of the eye. Instead, line the entire eye, changing the thickness as you go to emphasize your eyes. If your eyes are close set, the thickest part of the line should be in the outer corner. If they're wide set, make the thickest part of the line at the inner corner. An easy to master pencil he recommends is the Ardency In Modster eyeliner. Okay. This one's personal for me. I'm taking this personally because that's what I do all the time. I always line my lower lash line from the middle outward. My upper lash line, I do all the way across and then middle outward for the eyeliner. So I'm curious to know what you all think in the collective brain about this one because I feel like that looks good on me. I'm scared of going all the way across because I feel like it's too dramatic. Lupe says it depends on the individual. Helen says I think it depends on the eye shape. I don't know. What's up, buddy? I have 8 minutes.
Once you're done, can you play this game?
Yes, I will.
I'll set it up right here.
Okay, buddy. All right, entire eye, upper and lower half is what Ruby says. Stephanie says, I agree, it's personal. It depends on how the eyes are shaped. Erica says this is very personal. She definitely agrees. Christine says it depends on the eye shape. Diana at Color My Obsession says I do half the line the bottom and smudge out the rest of the way. I'm with you, Jen. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like the way that it looks all the way across. Every once in a while I'll do it, but not very often. I just don't like it. Lisa says it depends on the eye shape. Jenna says I need to try my eyes are small and close set. Nikki says it depends on the eye shape. So I think everybody's kind of agreeing on that. So let's go ahead and we're done with Yahoo Beauty. And we're going to go into the glasses one because we've got 7 minutes left. 7 minutes. Where's the glasses one? All right. Now this is from Teen Vogue. And this article was written. Let's see if it says when it was written. Does not say when it was written. It's just Teen Vogue. Courtesy of the glasses-wearing queen of cosmetics herself, Miss Bobbi Brown. All right, here we go. Eyeliner is key, they say. It really adds definition from behind your lenses. Try gel liner on the top and a thin stroke of powder liner on the bottom. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Oh, is somebody stealing my videos again? Okay, Coral, I'll have to check that out. It happens every once in a while where people re-upload. I just have to report them a bunch of times. I'll make them disappear. No one else can no one else can report them except for me. I have to report them. It's okay. I'll just report them and then they'll go away. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll search for it. I'll find it. Okay. It's happened like 4 or 5 times. I'll fix it. Thank you. Okay. Usually they get like 5 views. I'm not stressed about it. All right, number 2, always define your brows. With a shadow that's the same shade as your hair color, this will ensure that your glasses don't overpower your face. I agree with that. My son's playing Yahtzee over here. Please excuse the sound. All right, totally agree with that one. Number 3, corrector and concealer underneath the eye and in the creases is essential. The glass in your frames can highlight under eye discoloration and darkness. I think these are just good tips for anybody. Number 4, waterproof mascara won't smudge on your lenses. They say apply 2 coats. And then number 5, if you have strong frames, you can get away with stronger makeup. That's interesting. Number 6, don't let your makeup overpower your frames if they're delicate or nude. It says choose softer colors for shadow and create definition with a dark liner and mascara. So that's very interesting. So if you have very delicate frames, wait, Yeah, if you have delicate frames, it says, don't let your makeup overpower your glasses. That's interesting. I had never thought of that. All right, let's block. Where are we blocking? Block. Block. Okay. And then for an easy go-to look with, for an easy look, go with bold color on your lips and just corrector, concealer, mascara for your eyes. Put on your glasses and you're done. I like that idea. Go with bold color on your lips and just corrector, concealer, and mascara. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You got him too. I think we all got him. Steph and Tabitha. All right. So that is, oh, there's more. There's more. All right, here we go. An eyeshadow color that's lighter and brighter than your, okay, they're the same things. They're just go into more detail. Okay, but I think those are all really good tips. I like them all. Oh, no, there's more. Oh my goodness, there is more. Okay, an eyeshadow color that's lighter and brighter than your frames will stand out instead of competing with your glasses. This fun lavender shadow complements model Krista Renee's blue eyes and contrasts beautifully with her frames, creating a look that's polished but totally modern. So show you that one. Ida says concealer before or after foundation. I like to use it before, but I don't think there's a true set rule, and I think it depends on the formulas too. Like if I wear a cream concealer and a cream foundation, I'll do the cream concealer first. But if I'm wearing a cream foundation and a powder concealer, I'll always put the powder on top of the cream. So you always want to do liquid first and then powders on top, because if you put the liquid on top of the powder, it can kind of cake and flake and kind of ruin everything. Nikki says, I still wear shadow with my glasses, as you should. As you should. All right, next up, Make 'em Pop. Bold liner with minimal shadow, looks amazing with thick, oversized frames. Model Sharmishta wears strong wing liner and intense black, which makes her eyes pop beneath her glasses. When you find a style that you love, get it in several colors. White frames, for example, highlight both your eye and makeup colors, making them a great choice to pair with statement liner, and she is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, that looks really good. Totally agree. Totally agree there. Totally wear shadow with glasses and lipstick too. I think it just depends on what you feel like, you know, what you feel like doing. And you're very welcome, Ida. And okay, here we go. And let's go to the next one. Mix and match. When you have a mix of confident colors on your hair, lips, and frames, keep your eye makeup simple and clean with only a little liner and mascara. Okay, it says, these models' names, Sabernet rocks burgundy hair and a super bright pink lip and thin navy top frames, so shadow isn't necessary because she's got a lot else going on. There you go. I don't know who can afford multiple frames. I think that if you're going to a very inexpensive place, sometimes you can get buy one, get one half off on frames. So I only have one pair of frames. All right, and then that's it. I think these are really nice tips. They're nice tips. I don't think that they're things you have to follow, but I feel like if she was wearing more eyeshadow, I think that this would not look good if she was wearing like a bold eyeshadow. So yes, agreeing that. All right. So these are great tips. Great tips. And I think we had a lot of fun today. We do have only 1 minute left of chat. So I want to take this time to thank you guys for being here. Suggestions for next week's chat will be taken down below in the comments after the video ends. Just go ahead and come back and type into the comments any suggestions for our chat topic for next week. And this was really fun. I really love talking to you guys about this stuff. I learn a lot. I hope you learn a lot. And have a wonderful rest of your day. If you are in a cold weather climate or a snowy climate, stay warm, stay dry, stay happy no matter where you are, and mad love to you. And I will see you in a video soon. Don't forget to follow me on Periscope if you enjoyed this chat format. Periscope is just like this, but it's more casual and informal, and I Periscope at least 8 times a week. Sometimes more. So it's a lot of fun. It's an app. It's a Twitter company. So you can go on your phone and download it and follow me on there. So pretty much, you want to say goodbye with me?
Mad love. See you next Periscope. Bye.
Wait, say see you in the next chat.
See you next chat. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna play Yahtzee with my kid. Have a great day, mad love. See you soon.